Welcome back to the Joe Rogan Experience. Tonight, relax and enjoy some of the most fascinating and mind-bending stories from the podcast, the kind that'll make you think, then help you drift off to sleep.
So I got in the car today, this morning, at 8 in the morning, and Philadelphia Freedom was on by Elton John. And I started singing it, and my wife is looking at me like, when the fuck did you learn these lyrics? I go, Doug, this is 6th grade on Fridays. Mr. Levito will let me go up in front of the class at 1 o'clock, and I would sing Philadelphia Freedom. I'd lip sync it. And My Eyes Adored You by Frankie Valli and shit. I used to take motherfuckers deep with fucking Elton John. People don't remember Elton John. Every once in a while I get caught up in Elton John. I can't even go in the house.
Country Comfort?
A Funeral for a Friend. Last week something was on. Daniel, my friend. And there's two gay guys live across the street from me. But they're the fucking weirdest gay guys because they don't go out. They don't do nothing. They sit in that fucking house all day. I want to kick that door down and go, you know, did anybody tell you you're fucking gay? Get out there. Dick is free. Sperm is free. You go to Santa Monica. You know what? Dick is free. Free. These two gay guys stay in the fucking... And they're not gay together.
What?
They're not together.
They're roommates?
Yeah, they're roommates. And they never fucking go out. Every once in a while in the daytime, they take a cruise. They're in front of the house feeding cats. So the other day I got out of the car. I was listening to Elton John. And I was blasting, I was stoned. You know, and the weed and the music just connect as one. And I pulled up to the house and they were like out there. And I opened up the window and I go, nobody in this country remembers when Elton John used to sling dick like a motherfucker. And they just looked at me, looked at each other, we're in the house.
What is this fucking pipe? Holy shit.
Somebody gave me that in Cleveland. That's the Savage stuff. We only let them out for special occasions.
This thing's amazing.
Oh my God.
Do the people at home see this thing?
Oh, that thing is fucking tremendous. I've jerked off everywhere. I have found a way. Like, there's times you're sitting there and you're like, you know what? I got 10 minutes. Right? You never whacked off when you were in the trailer for Fear Factor.
Oh, I whacked off.
Fuck yeah. You never whacked off when you were editing?
In an office? No.
Why not? You're by yourself.
You ever whack off driving?
Fuck yeah.
I've not fully, but I've like gotten horned up. But I've never. I can't imagine coming on like in the
I
car.
fucking whacked
Have you
off.
really?
Yeah, fuck yeah. You look for an old McDonald's bag. You wipe that fucking sperm on it.
I get nervous when I sneeze when I'm driving.
Throw in the back seat.
How
That
do you not
thing
get an
turns green
accident?
in 3 fucking days.
I only whacked off once while driving, and I remember after I jerked off while I was driving, I was like, great, now I jerk off in the car too. I was thinking I was going to do this all the time, and for whatever reason, I only did it once. One fucking time.
I think I did it one time, and it was
when I was driving
disgusting.
limos. I just lifted up my shirt, shot one all over my stomach, put the shirt down, patted it down,
Like a
went about my
soldier,
merry way.
You see what I'm saying? Who
Coming
gives a
back from
fuck?
New Hampshire.
I was talking to somebody today who had to get fertility testing, and I'm surprised more people don't miss like the cup, like just get into it and forget about the cup. It was really weird. He was telling me they had like an Apple TV full of porn, like and mostly a lot of transvestite stuff. And he said a lot of transvestite stuff.
A lot of transvestite stuff. How would he know how much transvestite stuff they had?
He looked
He'd be
through.
Like, let's see what we got here.
Yeah.
Well, this one's not doing it for me.
He said there wasn't a lot of girl on girl. That's what he was surprised about. He said it was mostly regular, like big boobs or gay and transvestite.
Big boobs or gay and transvestite. Wow. I wonder what their business. Where was this? What part
In LA, I don't know where he went. But it was. I almost got tricked tonight by a transgender person. I was in Subway before because I know this edible is going to kill me. This man, I guess, came in, but I couldn't tell from behind. Had the best ass I've probably ever seen on anything. But then I heard
Jeans and a t-shirt, white t-shirt.
jeans and a jacket. I didn't see the shirt.
No, when I went to
but
get
blonde
gas.
hair.
Yeah, I saw her walking up and down.
Yeah,
She's a hooker.
She has but I heard it in her voice. I was like, oh, that's not a girl. And then she turned around. I was like, oh, that's really not a girl. But I can't I got tricked. Like, have you ever been tricked?
No, you get tricked if you sucked his dick. That's how you got tricked. You didn't get tricked.
But
you just saw her and said, let me get my shit together before she hypnotizes me. You know, slave labor. People don't give a fuck when it comes to Apple. They just don't give a fuck. They really don't give a fuck who killed, who died. You know, people stop giving diamonds because somebody suffered. Tons of people suffer with those fucking iPhones. Nobody gives a fuck. No. Every time I walk to a different city and I walk in that mall and that Apple store, it's packed, Jack. At whatever time you walk past the fucking mall today, that Apple store, they're fucking just that. Those registers are ringing.
Yeah.
How I haven't heard of somebody going into an Apple store with 20 guns. Like Kim Kardashian style is behind me, beside me. If I was 22 today, like as crazy as I was, I'd be taking down those Apple stores.
I don't think anyone uses cash.
You don't need the cash. I'd take all that fucking merch within 8 minutes. I'd get it down to the guys like in heat. Get down to a stopwatch. Everybody down. Nobody wants to get hurt. I don't want to shoot nobody's fucking latte. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to shoot nobody's kale salad. Everybody down.
That's so fun.
You take their iPhones. You take all the iPhones in stock. Somebody should be doing this shit. Nobody's doing this shit. Everybody's scared to pieces. And then when I was 21, I said, fuck New York. People were looking for me. I got to get out of town. So I came out here, and I tried to give this a go, you know, and he wasn't going for it, Joe Rogan. He was like, you got a room upstairs, you got a week to get your shit together. If you don't get it together in a week, you got to go, dog. And I was like, I thought you were my mother's brother. But he threw me out, and I couldn't take it, so I tried to rob him. I couldn't go home with nothing, so I pulled guns. He pulled guns. The cops came. The cab came. Because I was robbing him as he pulled up, and he called the cops, and the cab came. So I swore to God, I go, next time I see him, I'm going to fucking shoot you, you motherfucker. I mean, this was terrible. This was horrendous.
Didn't you call him from prison? Was it him?
Oh, I used to call him from prison and tell him that one matali, hueputa. I used to tell him, I'm going to fucking call you. And he would say, you're faking it. I know who this is. I'm going to come after you. And I would hang up on him. I was pissed. I was pissed about it.
And now you're going to Dodger games with him.
Yeah, man. It's the
We had him on the podcast.
We had him on the podcast. Do you say it's the drugs? I'll tell you, when you do that many drugs and you wake up the next morning, the next day you're very unconscious. The best days I had as a salesman were nights I felt my spine tingling. You know what I'm saying? Were nights that I fucking felt the electric jolt of cocaine. I would be a sports salesman. And I would wake up and go in there, and by 12 o'clock, I'd made $3,000.
Is it like a hangover, or what is it like?
It wasn't. It was a hangover, but I'm unconscious. I really don't know what I'm doing. You know, when you think about things and you go into something and you think about it, you can't really. It's when you don't think about it. It's when you're just flowing. And I would just flow, and the guy would say, Joey,
no nerves.
What is it on Saturdays? You always do great. And I remember I used to snort so much coke then that I couldn't even get sprays to open up my nose. So I would take 2 tissues and just stick them up my nose so the drain, and I would sit there all day with 2 tissues. They would look at me and go, what's up? Nothing.
At the car dealership?
No, at
No,
this
sports
fucking-
dealership.
Oh,
at the
sports betting.
You know, I called Pete. I go, Pete, you mind? He goes, nah, take the week. I took the Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So I do the Thursday night. He's not there. The wife is there. So the same thing fucking happened right before I go on stage. And at that time, my head wasn't in it like that. She came up to me and she's like, listen, I heard rumors, not here. Here we work spotless clean. If you say one bad thing, you're fired.
Oh, those fucking people.
Well, guess what? I shit my pants. I really did. And for the first 15, I tried. I struggled. I was eating death, and then I just let loose, and they went fucking bananas. I said, fuck it. I'll just take the 200 for the night. I don't give a fuck. I walked off. She didn't talk to me. The next night I came in, the husband was there. I pulled him aside. I go, she didn't fucking know. She goes, I explained to her last night what happened. I'm sorry. Danny, that was his name. I'm sorry, blah, 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 blah. I go up there, and it was one of those clubs where right here is the stage, and people actually take their drinks, and they're looking at you like this. Mm-hmm. And 20 minutes into my fucking show, I'm looking at this couple, and I'm looking at her, and she's fucked up, Joe Rogan. She's fucked up. And I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. And finally, I keep checking out like every 8 minutes, and she's getting deeper and deeper. She's closing one eye. Once they close the one eye, they're fucked up. And finally, I'll go like this. And she covers her mouth.
No.
And the puke. No. The puke starts shooting out everybody's sideways. Like a fucking, what's that thing the kids play in? Like a sprinkler, but just awkward chunks. And then she just let it all out. And she sat there for 5 minutes puking all over herself. Bro, nobody paid. Everybody got up like somebody was shooting. You thought terrorists were shooting in the club. Everybody got up and started running for the fucking door. They had to stop people. She had a puddle of barf around her. The boyfriend left her there. The boyfriend just got up and walked out like he didn't know nothing. Here's 100. I don't know nothing. You didn't see me with me. Give me back my credit card. And I never went back there again. Once somebody pukes on stage, I can't hang out with you no more. When I was going at kettlebell gym, like really like the fucking deadlifts and shit, I had dick for days. Like I could jerk off, give somebody a stabbing, and at 2 have to bang one out again standing up. That's the worst. You gotta bang one out standing up in your bathroom, hiding against the door.
Yeah, there's something pathetic about jerking off standing up. I haven't done that in a long time.
Oh, that's a disgusting way when you have to bang one out in the shower and then you lay. I like hotels because you lay down on your back and it just comes on you like a fountain. You don't give a fuck. It's your own cum.
My married friend, since he has to do it into the toilet, like he does it on his iPhone in his bathroom because of his girlfriend.
Oh,
like, oh my god.
Yeah, he should be shot and hung. And it's brutal. You do comedy at a ping pong table. But
Did
it's
you do the
fun.
one in Poughkeepsie?
I did the one in Poughkeepsie
I did that one.
a couple times. That's in a ballroom, Lee.
Yeah.
And it's next to a gas station. That's as good as it gets, dog. And they put you in the downstairs room, and when I tell you it's fucking freezing, it's fucking freezing. They got one diner in the lobby, and it's the worst food you've ever eaten in your life. Even if they give you the 30% off, you'd rather fucking starve to death. That's how bad that place is. And you're stuck up there for 2 fucking nights next to a gas station. That's it.
I worked up there with Tony V. Do you know Tony V?
Fuck yeah.
I worked up there with Tony V. I was the middle. He was the headliner. And some lady kept flashing the light while I was on stage. I was supposed to do like, I don't know, 20, 25 minutes, something like that. And at like 10 or 15, she's flashing the light. And I ignored it. I just did my set. I got off stage. And she goes, okay, I don't know if you know how we do it here, but you can't do that language at this club. And I remember saying, like, what are you talking about? Like, I was laughing because I was already moved to New York. I was already getting work. I already had Sussman as a manager. I was like, what? And she was like, you're going to have to change your act to work. I go, no, I'm not. I go, what are you, the manager here? I go, I got booked here. I got booked here by the owner of the club. I go, I'm going to do my act. They know what my act is. I go, you don't like it? So you want me to change? And like, she looked at me and, like she didn't expect that. And I just raised my eyebrows and I just walked away. And I just finished out the weekend, and she never spoke a fucking word to me again. She didn't say hi. She didn't look at me.
Isn't that great when you have to fucking...
Every once in a while,
you got to drop a bomb on a motherfucker.
But
and they'll just look at you like, what?
She was talking to me like she was the manager at Wendy's, and I was the fry boy. She's like, I don't know if you know how this works here. Like, she's like the lady that takes the tickets. You know how the clubs, they're all in a hotel, Like, Bananas was in a hotel, right?
Yeah, both of them.
So she just decided she didn't like my act, because I talked about sex. So she's just decided that I was going to have to change my act. I don't know. I'll never forget her face. I don't know if you know how we do it here, but you can't do with that language here. Oh, fuck you.
Nice.
The word is ejaculate would fuck everything that moves.
Female or male?
Male.
Oh.
No, female. No,
Well,
female.
when I was a kid, I remember waking up, and that motherfucker had an exercise show at 9
yeah.
a.m.
Oh, yeah.
with the suit.
Oh, yeah.
He had the suit, so you never know. I don't know.
Jumpsuit.
The little fucking jumpsuits.
No, he would, he was eating healthy before everybody. He was working out like deep into his 60s and 70s. He was doing stunts where like for his 60th birthday, he towed like 60 boats behind him, like swimming. He did a bunch of really crazy shit like that. Like he was in incredible fitness, incredible shape. But yeah, fucked everything. You couldn't go near him, even when he was older. Which makes sense. I mean, why would he be so motivated to have such a great body, like deep into his 50s and 60s?
Dog, if you work out that much, you know you're fucking horny as fuck.
Yeah, your testosterone's flying.
When you throw metal around and shit,
yeah.
and push-ups and pull-ups, you
Jumping jacks.
got dick for 3 or 4 people. You really do. You really do.
Well, how long of a plane ride would it be from Miami? Like 20 minutes? Like, how long could it possibly be?
40 minutes or something.
It's not even Vegas.
90 miles, so it's from here to San Diego.
Yeah, that's like not even half the trip to Vegas.
They have to do a circle just to feel...
Just to make it worth it?
Listen, man, I don't know if... Before 9/11, the trip to Vegas was 40 minutes. After 9/11, all of a sudden it became an hour 10, plus they doubled the price. So,
there's all those fees, like 9/11 fees.
There's times the plane in Vegas has been 50 minutes behind, and they still got me here on time. You know what I'm saying? Like from Vegas to Burbank. They know it's not that fucking.
Do you really think they take a circuitous route? Really?
They kill some
Why
time.
would they do that?
Because how guilty would you feel if you took somebody for a half hour from here to Vegas?
It's not a guilty
charge
thing.
them $234 fucking dollars.
The fuel costs so much money. They'd be crazy to do that.
I don't know. When I came here, I got here and they said, "Oh, you got to go for an audition for NYPD Blue." I didn't go to an acting. I didn't know nothing about that. I knew nothing about that, dog. I knew nothing about commercials. I thought they shot commercials in fucking Mars. I didn't know the fuck they shot commercials when I came here. Seriously, I'm not lying to you. Fucking commercials. I came in and they go, your face is great for commercial. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I know nothing. I didn't even know. I never even thought about shooting fucking commercials. I got a friend of mine.
Was Analyze That? Was that your first big movie?
Basketball.
Basketball, that's right.
Basketball. That's when I first started hanging out. I was trying to pop
right.
the movie and shit by mistake. I went to NYPD Blue, didn't get it. And as I was walking by a door, a lady pops up and she goes, "You here for the audition?" I guess so. She gave me a sheet of paper, I read it, and boom, I booked 3 weeks at $5,000. I never saw nothing like that in my life.
Wow.
I snorted every penny to the fucking and then I robbed the fucking roller skates. I robbed a different pair of roller skates every fucking day. All right, every day I went and I returned them at Five Guys. What is that? The five sports guys? Think I'm fucking kidding you? I would get to my room, there'd be a size 13. I'd wear them, I'd put them back in the box and clip them. The lady would come with wardrobe. Anybody see the roller skates in there? No, I put them in wardrobe. Okay.
Every day for 3 weeks?
Every day I come back again, size 13s, and they started giving me size 12. We don't know what happened to all the 13s. Me neither. What the fuck? What the fuck's going on here? Then they ran out of 12s. They went down to 11s.
You had to put an 11 on?
Oh, I was coming home with Band-Aids, but I didn't give a fuck. They're $140 a pop plus tax when I return them. And they were same every day, the same sporting guys. Every day. How you doing? What happened? Your grandma gave you this for how'd you know? All right, what do you want, cash or check? Let me get some cash. I had to stop and get gas. By the time I quit, by the time I stopped shooting, I was down to like a size 8.5.
Dude, I've heard a lot of people go to Mexico to get shit done.
No, they have to.
There's a lot of stem cell stuff down there.
A lot of stem cell cancer. They fucking cure you down there.
Really?
Ping, pang, boom.
Whoa.
I know a guy who did one of those things. What do you do that? GoFundMe? He got 50 G's. He went to Mexico.
Really?
6 months, he's healed. This guy used to work downtown, take a bus to North Hollywood, get off, and drive his bike up north a few fucking miles on this railroad track right here.
Do you have to work?
To Woodland Hills, yeah. He was in good shape, and he got that asshole cancer.
Ooh.
Bike seats.
No way.
No,
the bike
it's a
seat wore
joke.
his asshole?
It's a joke.
It might be. Who knows why
No,
Lance Armstrong got it?
He got that thing, and Lance Armstrong got it because he was shooting heavy-duty DDT. That dude was even doing antifreeze when he rode his bike in the wintertime. Fuck him. He lost a nut, dog.
Yeah, I know.
I thought about that one night, high as fuck. I had friends that shot coke. I had friends that went on endless cycles, and they're still cooking. They got their hair. They look good. They got teeth. Fucking his nut blasted off. I have a friend who did, I told you, did blow, and his mother would shoot him with the steroid at the same time. He's still alive and kicking, living in a $500,000 house in Pennsylvania. And Lance Armstrong blew a fucking nut.
Please stop saying that. Well, he got cancer.
Sure. How do you think he got cancer there?
Well, Duncan got it too.
Yeah,
Duncan got the same cancer.
Duncan got it from reading all that Buddha shit. That shit gets to you after a while. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're from the South. You can't be reading that Buddha shit.
And this one guy was like the most scary. He wouldn't play anybody unless he had just everything locked down. But he would play like regular people would come in off the street. He would try to get like he looked like he was out of shape. He looked like a degenerate. He looked like he was falling apart. But he was a super fucking creepy pervert, and he would pay old ladies, like old homeless ladies, to jerk off in their face. He would give them like $5 or $10, and you know, like the lady he was talking about, like she was saying, "I'm a grandmother. I can't believe you're doing this." He'd go, "Shut up," and he'd come in her face, and she's an old homeless lady, and I go, "You're jerking off in an old homeless lady's face." He's like, "I love it. I love it."
That
and
sounds
she's
like
crying.
fun. It really
He
does.
was
That's
like saying
fucking
she was
crazy.
crying while he was coming on her face. I'm a grandmother. And he's,
Listen, they all cry in the bathroom and they're washing that fucking goo off their face. They all cry in the
she's like a fucking 65, 70-year-old lady, and he's jerking off in her face, and she's homeless. A 65-year-old homeless lady, and he's coming in her face for $5.
You think about it. When somebody just comes in your face and you're in the bathroom washing it up, what are you thinking about your life? Like, he really loves me? I mean, what the fuck are you thinking about?
Well, some girls like it.
Yeah, no
some
shit.
girls like it when you come in their face.
Are you high enough that you could actually type? I mean,
yeah,
are you
he's all right.
sober?
I
don't
do
even
this
know how
every
you
day.
could see.
I have no idea.
He's a
Look at his
soldier of
eyes.
death. He's a soldier
I mean, while
of
he's
death.
typing, I'm like, there's no way that guy could see that screen.
He's a soldier of death. He's bro. We got him trained just in case ISIS takes over with THC. His levels are high, and he can make it.
What do you
work.
got there?
Put it up on the screen.
Okay, well,
It's too high.
I can do it. I didn't know you wanted to
didn't know
read
that?
about the Jersey
No, I
Shore.
want you to fucking read. I want you to read it to me. I got invited to this wedding. I think I told you I got invited to this wedding. Usually I won't fucking go to a wedding, but it was in town, and I don't go, and it'd be a nice date night for the wife. And we get to the wedding, and the people are like, "Oh my God, we're so happy you made it. We put you in the celebrity table." And I'm like, "I'm not sitting."
What?
And I go, "I'm not sitting on no celebrity table." And I walked all the way to the back, and I sat there. You know me, dog.
Celebrities.
Who else was at the celebrity table?
Fucking Gwen Stefani and her fucking husband, and the black dude from Rocky,
Apollo Creed?
Apollo Creed, and
Carl Weathers?
Carl Weathers, and just a bunch of other people, like
Dude from
mid-level.
Rocky?
Yeah, the black dude from
Mid-level
Rocky.
celebrities?
Yeah, like just
Gwen Stefani's pretty big.
Yeah, this is before she got pregnant. Like this is about 2 years ago, maybe.
She was huge.
Was she huge?
Yeah,
Black Eyed Peas, right?
No.
That's Fergie.
No doubt.
That's Fergie. Oh, no doubt. Yeah.
No doubt. But no, it was just really weird that word right there. No. I sat in the back. I'm no fucking
Celebrity
celebrity
table.
dog. No. And it's this, man, every time I hear shit like that, like somebody comes, actually, like today I was washing the car and somebody came in and said something about, "Oh, I saw you on this or something." And I want to say, I wish you would have saw me when I robbed that fucking... I really do, Joe Rogan. I go, I wish you would have saw me when I robbed the fucking the change thing for blind kids from a Carvel one day because I was short $4 for a fucking 20 sack of weed. You know what I'm saying? Like I went into a Carvel because I knew they always had like fives and shit. So I bought like the baseball cup with the ice cream in it to give you like the Kansas City Royals. You get pissed off, and I stole the fucking can with the goods. And that's what I think about.
What happened was Foxconn. That's over in China, right? Yeah, that's where they make the phones.
But
that's
they
the
have
place that has the
Americans there?
nets.
Oh, okay.
That's the place that has the nets keep people from jumping off the roof. Do you know about that place?
Yeah. But how many people actually jumped?
Enough that they made nets. It wasn't just one guy.
And here's the weird thing. If you really think about it, I got up on stage when I got locked up. But right before I got locked up, I left Hollister, Lincoln Mercury, and Boulder. Hollister, Chrysler, Plymouth, Jeep. Because their pay plan sucked and they took away my demo. They didn't want to do demos no more. In fact, listen, watch this. The kid I kidnapped called me tonight to say hello. He left me a message and shit right there. Look at the Kent Vella. Top message and shit. The kid I kidnapped tonight to say hello. See what happens when you apologize?
That's hilarious.
People call you. But before I kidnapped this dude, I went to that Subaru dealership. Before I kidnapped the dude, I went to the Subaru dealership. And while I was there, there was this dude that was a white dude, like a Western white dude, like with cowboy boots on. He put a suit on. He kind of looked like Charles Bronson. Didn't say much. I think him and I got into a beef one time over a car deal, and we had to split it. And he was like, he said something to me, "You're lucky you split that deal." And I was like, nothing was going to happen, dog. And that was it. Well, about a week later, one day, he took me outside alone. And he was like, "Dog, I've been watching you. You're wasting your life." I go, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "For 16 years, before my wife died, do you know what I did?" I don't know. He goes, "I was in charge of entertainment at Caesar's Palace." He goes, "I came back to raise my kids. I'm not a fucking car salesman. I just needed something to do at night." And he goes, "I've seen a lot of fucking comedians, man. You should give it a shot." He goes, "You want me to make some calls for you to get you on stage?" It's like, no, I got blow to do. Fucking stage. the fuck out of here with your stupid fucking idea. That's
The whole Hollywood scene, like trying to get people to like you and hire you for things. It's just this weird world. It's a weird world. And here was this guy hanging out at the Comedy Store that was a total hustler. I mean, you were a total hustler, you know? And we became friends like immediately. Like, we became friends like right away. I remember bringing you around the fucking news radio set, and they're like, who is this guy? There's this fucking menacing guy in a leather jacket that keeps eating all the shrimp.
Something about going under the knife under that long, it does some wacky shit to you. And it makes people feel really listless and depressed. And it causes all sorts of, like, a whole cascade of mental issues. And depression related issues can come just out of long-term anesthesia.
What's the matter? What are you angry about?
You okay?
And I'm not angry about anything. No, it's just it must like when you go have surgery, doesn't the anesthesiologist have to, like, they have a person there with you the whole time?
They have a
That's
professional.
not what we're saying, though.
No, but when I'm like, didn't Michael Jackson just get that and they let him sleep? Like, it's dangerous. Like what you're saying is
Yeah, that's why he's dead.
exactly. Yeah,
But sometimes you go to Mexico for surgery. You save $8,000, and there's no anesthesiologist. It's just a Mexican named Paco that comes in and shoots you with a syringe just by looking at you. He's 5'6". We're talking about my uncle taking me to this game. I tried to rob him 25 years ago at gunpoint and whatever. We don't talk about that. Like, Ari wanted me to tell the story on the storyteller's thing, and I said, Ari, if you don't know my uncle, he don't talk about it. Like, I apologized to him on the podcast, and he wouldn't even. He don't go there, bro. He's never told me he loved me. I tell him all the time, I love you, Tio. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. My uncle does not fuck around. He told me right out yesterday. He goes, because I thought I couldn't go to the game. And when I went, he goes, you called my daughter and told her to take me to the game. That wasn't going to fucking work. He goes, the only person I wanted to go to this game with was you. Not even my sons. I like going to the game with you. Because I take him once a year. He's 76. He's my mother's brother, you know. But yesterday on the way back, he goes, I wish your mother would grow up to see what you became. She goes, at the funeral, you were a lost kid. But when you came here, every time I looked at your eyes, I thought of Charles Manson.
You know what the biggest bullshit bait and switch act in the world is? Fountain soda. When was the last time you had a fountain soda that tasted remotely as good as one that's right from a can? They just aren't. Period.
There's some Cokes.
I like fountain sodas.
It's okay.
With sugar.
It's okay, but it's not the same thing. It's not like you don't enjoy it. Like, if you get a Diet Coke from a fountain, it's okay.
It's okay.
It's not like you don't enjoy it, but it is not as good as out of the can. When you get it out of the can,
bar, disgusting.
you're getting the full formula. When you get it out of the can, it's a consistent experience every time.
Yeah.
You get a cold Coke, you crack it open, you drink it, it tastes the same way every time. Same thing with a Diet Coke, same way every time.
Listen.
But if you go to a fountain, you get some weird sub flavors. Things are watered down sometimes. They get light in
they
the
don't have the
syrup.
bubbles. Yeah, that's the problem.
They fake that it's Coke, and they stick some funky ass RC Cola syrup in that machine.
Oh, I would know. RC Cola's
I
disgusting.
wouldn't know. I say fucking cola. Shit, you can't trick the Cuban from Coca-Cola. I didn't know who the fuck you were. Listen, let me tell you something, guys. A real comedian, when he's on the hunt, he should know what a television even is. A real comedian. When you were in Boston on the hunt, I never watched fucking Seinfeld. I don't fucking know what fucking there is a place you want to go. I never watched that show.
Never watched Cheers.
Never watched Cheers, not once. I don't know nothing. TV didn't exist to me. Like, didn't come back into, like, TV got out of my life in 81, and it didn't show back up till 1999 or 98, and the girl I was dating said, he's on news radio. I thought you were a fucking radio guy. I thought a news guy, like, hi, Joe Rogan here. This happened in Baghdad today. I didn't fucking know what. If you're a comic and you're on the make, you're on the fucking roll. Like, you go out 7 nights a week. You're at that 3-year mark. You should know what TV. If you come to me and say, do you watch Game of Thrones? I gotta look at you because I didn't know no TV. My first fucking 6 years in comedy. I don't know about TV. What fucking TV are you talking about? What movies are you talking about? I'm making, I didn't understand that mentality. So I never really knew. First TV show I watched and I made a comeback to television was NYPD Blue. Like Jimmy Smits was dying. That's all I remember. Seinfeld was done. It was like the end of Seinfeld. People come up to you, what, Seinfeld? When am I home at 8 o'clock, you fucking dunce? You know what I'm saying? When the fuck am I home at 8 o'clock giggling, eating popcorn?
Yeah, I didn't get into TV shows until I was on one.
Never. I
never
never
watched
watched about
Cheers. Was the show when we were younger,
Yeah.
but when I was, you're absolutely right. When I was young and I was struggling in New York, I would go out every night.
Who the
I'd
fuck
go
knows
and stand up.
TV? The one by the house by Marie ETC.
Yeah.
That's a Christian church that half the waiting list are Jewish people.
What?
From Orange County to put their kids in that daycare because the daycare is just that good.
What about pet hotels where they give them like TVs and beds? Have you heard about that?
Yeah.
They put like Animal Planet on all day.
Animal Planet all day.
Yeah, it's and listen, man, it's whatever the fuck you pay for, whatever
Yeah.
you believe, man. It's just fucking amazing. It's $25,000 for a picture or whatever the fucking artist, and you sit there. And I've been to those things. My buddy in New York is like a great framer. His shop is in the Lower East Side, and whenever I go back east, he gives me a hug and he kisses me on both cheeks. I mean, it's not his fault. You know what I'm saying? That's what he does for a living.
I used to kick guys in the balls all the time accidentally.
There's those fucking guys that do the art and they burn the picture because it just meant my closure. And you're sitting there going, you gotta get your shit together, guy. It's fucking all over for you. It's
The art world is filled with a lot of pretentiousness. Just art itself, calling yourself an artist, being an artist, wearing a scarf.
when they call themselves an artist.
Yeah.
That's where my thing, and then they justify it by going, you're an artist. And I'm sitting there going,
But there are artists.
what?
There are artists, but these really pretentious artists, they fuck up the whole concept of being an artist. Look, Quentin Tarantino is a fucking artist. Okay, that's a guy who creates badass motherfucking movies. It's an art to him. You know what I mean? Like, fill in the blank. Richard Pryor was an artist. He was a real artist. He created art on that stage. But some fuckheads, they say, I'm an artist, and you just go, ugh, blah, and you just want to throw up on them. Blah.
The worst is if you're jerking off with a hat on, bro. You're going to hell, I think.
Fedora.
Yeah, that's the worst, bro. That's the most French thing you can do.
Jacking off with them straw Kentucky Derby hats.
Yeah, what's the worst hat to jack off?
The worst hat to jack
Probably
off
a top hat because you have to balance yourself while you're jerking off. Yeah.
One of them fucking chimney sweep hats.
The best would be one of those Chinese hats, bro, because if you squat down low enough to the ground, you can almost hide under it and jerk off, Those things would be dope, bro.
The most confusing would be like one of them Daniel Boone raccoon caps.
Yeah, but
You got that tail in your eye. You push you're blowing the tail's in the way. Get the fuck out of my way with this tail.
The Dutch are so aerodynamic.
They move good?
You ever seen a Dutch? They're really aerodynamic. They're
What? What are you doing with your hands?
lean face, lean headed.
No, they're not.
4 inches cheek to cheek.
They're big people, man.
Dude,
Do you know how big they are?
the Dutch, they're very tall, but
Yeah.
they're very aerodynamic, very
Aerodynamic.
the downhill people, they call them, dude.
Going into the Matrix, Theo Vaughn. We're going into the Matrix.
I'm going to get my stuff first, though.
What would you bring if I said, hey, dude, you can go in the Matrix, but you can bring 3 things?
I'd have to bring a picture of my family, and then I'd have to bring probably some water. I would.
You think you'd need water in the Matrix?
I'm not going to be the guy without it in there. Or maybe a toothbrush. Because, dude, you're the only person with a freaking nice grill in the Matrix. You're getting some puss, bro. Dude, and cocaine. Oh, go back to that vest story, man. So here's what happened. So I would do some cocaine 1,000, put on these different vests.
How many did you buy again?
I don't know. I spent too much on them, but I would probably say the priciest one I had was probably about $210. Nice.
Damn.
Yeah. And so I would get fucked up and put these vests on and put on sunglasses and no like Buffalo Bill shit, but at least partying by myself, And one time I was making a smoothie, because I got like a new, I don't know what kind of blender it is, but it's pretty nice. And I was making like a nice smoothie and I'm fucking coked up. I'm partying, I'm living high on the hog. Got these 2 vests on maybe, right? And I thought I heard something outside, right? Which is kind of weird to even think of when you have a blender going, right? So I leave out of my apartment to go in the hallway, lock myself out, with the blender going, 2:30 in the morning, coked up out of my brain, right? Now I have to go to my landlord, dude, who lives right down the hall.
Oh, no.
And tell him.
What activities do you think you do where you come a lot? Like the kind of people that like power lifters probably shoot giant loads, right?
Dude, this shit is getting gay, bro, today. Man, sorry, I gotta fucking...
It's just very dick oriented today. I wouldn't say it's gay.
Well, it's that time of year. It's spring. People are refreshed.
It's not spring. It's the middle of the winter.
Yeah.
It's freezing cold out. It's just January.
Whatever. You guys aren't open-minded. That's what I think, bro.
It doesn't get more winter than January.
Well,
Not even a Groundhog's Day yet.
Why not just say it's August?
Okay.
Why just scooping up shit? Imagine if your grandma just shit all over your lawn. Just go out in the lawn and just she shits in the yard, shits on the lawn. Like, oh, grandma's out there shitting. I gotta go clean up her shit.
Yeah.
I love her, but God, I hate cleaning her shit.
Yeah, I would hate cleaning up probably human shit for some reason. But I remember...
More than dog shit?
Well, when I was a kid, they had a boy in our neighborhood named Mario, right? And he was, dude, he ended up dying, actually. He did some pills and drove into an embankment. But when I was young, he would shit in his yard, make me bury it. And that's how I was allowed to be friends with him.
How did he make you bury it?
He just asked me to do it, and I was afraid not to do it, I think.
He said, hey, yo, dude, you're not going to believe this, but I took a shit, and it's out my yard. I can't even bury it because I'll throw up. Hey, do me a favor and go bury it?
Yeah. He was dark, man. He had a real dark vision. And he probably, honestly, dude, he probably shit 200, 300 times, and I buried it.
No.
I swear to God.
Come on.
I swear to God. I swear to God, dude. And he,
how'd you not run out of places to make new holes? Did you think you ever dug up old shit to put in new shit?
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, man. We basically had like the only setup I had, and I didn't even have a strong system. The only setup I had was like one of those plastic, beach.
Oh no,
like a beach setup, dude. I'm talking. I was 7.
So wait a minute, this 7-year-old was doing this. How old was he?
He was 8 or 9.
Oh, he's tricking you by being older.
He was older, and
2 years when you're 7 is a long stretch. You know, when you're 32, 32, 34, that doesn't mean shit.
Whatever, dude.
7 and 9, that's a big stretch.
Yeah, you go shit at your house, buddy. That's what I tell people now. But,
so for what was the? Do you remember the first? There's no way you really remember.
I remember
what
100%.
he said.
I don't remember what he said, but I remember.
How did it happen? How did it happen? Will you find yourself with a plastic shovel and another person's shit, going, "Damn"? How did it come to this?
Well, it came to it because I know my brother probably wasn't around, and I wanted somebody to play with, and he was older, so I was hanging out, and he was deviant, man.
How so?
He just had a little bit of like he was kind of slithering. You know what I'm talking about? From
he knew how to manipulate you.
Yeah, he was.
Obviously, you buried his shit 200 plus times.
Like he had the same color in the outside of his eye and the inside of his eye. You know what I'm talking
like
about?
A demon.
Yeah, like a light demon.
El Diablo.
Yeah, like a El Diablo, but also who was in elementary school.
Oh, interesting.
But he.
So when you first found yourself, do you remember the feeling that you first found when you were digging a hole for a dude's shit? Like, just thinking, what am I? How long can I do this? What if he keeps asking? How do I stop this? How did you wind up stopping? That's maybe a better question.
You know what? I don't remember how it kind of how
petered
it kind
off.
of petered off. I don't remember how it kind of tapered off. You know?
His parents ever like, hey, do you ever shit in the house? How come we don't have any missing toilet paper?
Well, dude, you know what? That's what I think it was. I think he was lazy. He was. I'm serious. And he shat outside behind his slide. They had a slide in his yard because they had, a little bit of money. God. And he shat outside behind the slide.
Shat is a great word, too, by the way.
And it was silty, kind of soil and sand. And I remember going over there, and I still remember.
Now
Yeah.
I'm telling jokes? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and then telling people when you go back home and they've never seen you, they've never heard of you, they think you're gay. They're just like, you won't they're like, you keep flying home, you don't have any money, and you're not bringing a girl home. You have these jokes.
Something.
Yeah, you're hiding from something. Yeah. Just come out. I remember my stepdad is yelling at me in the yard one time.
Told you to come out?
Yeah, I was like, I'm not fucking gay, bro. I was like, I'm just not flying some girl home that I just met, just to prove to you guys.
He thought he could catch you. He thought he could catch you in a lie. The worst has got to be if someone says you're gay and you are, but you don't want to admit it.
That'd be
like,
scary.
Shit.
Yeah, you change your clothes, and the next day you come dressed like in a mafia outfit or something, like something to totally take them hot off the trail, The meat,
oh, you ate them, you're saying?
Yeah, but
You guys ate owls?
Yeah.
I don't think that's legal. You probably shouldn't say that on the podcast.
Well, I didn't have a lot. I'll tell you this: if you want to feed a family of 4, you can't just have one owl. I will say that though.
Well, if you look at what it looks like without the feathers, it looks like a fucking demon.
Yeah.
You know?
It's a real bait and switch, I feel like. It's one of God's hidden agendas.
Well, I was talking to someone about peacocks about this, and I started talking about it on stage.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's a duck, bro.
But it says peacock.
That is something else. That is meningitis,
doesn't seem
I
right,
think.
though. Go back up to the peacock picture. They have I just dropped that rabbit and said, fuck it. And I stopped the car to check it out. I was like, whoa.
That's flirting, really, it sounds like.
Flirting?
Oh, if a bird drops a rabbit at your feet?
Hey, bitch.
Yeah, it's ready to fuck.
Probably. Yeah, like you didn't love the French?
I love the Canadians.
French Canadians.
Yeah, I'll take them.
You love Canadians, period.
I love Canadians, period.
But do you love French Canadians?
Yes, because they are Canadian. But French, bro.
Not into French?
And nobody is.
They make great wine.
Yeah.
No, that's not true. People go to Paris every year.
Yeah, but they leave. It's not the kind of place people are milling around, man. Like if a plane crashed, I already know I'm planning ahead, dude. I'd eat a Vietnamese guy.
Why?
Because that's easy. It's a starter move. If you attack somebody bigger, if you eat somebody bigger in front of other people, it's going to alarm people. But you
got to eat a small person, so stature is important.
I think if you gum down a Viet, people aren't going to be that upset at you.
Well, the Vietnamese people are going to be super upset. What are you talking about?
No,
Somebody's
okay.
dad.
Yeah, they're more understanding of things, dude.
Is this a character you're playing?
No. But if you eat a black lady and her family's there, they're going to be pissed.
So you think a Vietnamese person will let you slide?
I think that they'd be much more forgiving over a couple of day period.
I think
their relatives. You don't think so? Honestly.
Well, one thing, no, I don't think so. I definitely think they'd be super pissed at you, especially modernized ones. But what is interesting is like Vietnam is one of the few places where Americans can go back to Vietnam and they don't seem to hold any grudge at all.
Exhibit A. Exhibit A, man, honestly. Asian people in general are just much more forgiving and understanding, it seems like. I feel like. I don't have much.
I think that's a giant generalization.
It probably is, you know. I mean, I did a fast for like 4 days, and then I was at the Best Buy, and I remember this Vietnamese guy was trying to help me out, and I couldn't even hear him. I was so hungry, and I couldn't.
You did a fast for 4 days?
Oh, dude, yeah.
What were you trying to prove?
I don't know, man. I was probably just dealing with some stuff, and I was just trying to find a different way to handle it, you know?
Right.
And then I remember this Vietnamese guy, and I remember thinking if everybody turned the other way for a second, I could eat this young fella. You know, Ben. His name was Ben, actually, over there in Westwood. I'd never thought.
Oh my God, it's so ridiculous.
But here's the thing: I'd never thought that before.
So you only thought you got to the verge of cannibalism after just 4 days?
Yeah.
Damn. How much weight did you lose?
I probably lost about 4 pounds, but pounds I needed too. You
Wow.
know? But I got clear, man. I could hear, swear to God, y'all could hear somebody fold a piece of bread from 80 feet away, bro. I was so hungry, dude. I could hear a fucking skittle hit the cement across the street. I think you would think they do, but for their size and stuff, they're not doing that much.
Who do you think shoots the biggest loads?
I think a guy
Basketball
that's in space. I think a guy that's on a cliff, like a cliff climber.
Yeah, but is that the biggest loads?
I mean, that guy's shooting some fucking...
Just because he has the balls to climb up like that?
He's busting some real spackle.
Maybe that's what it is. Like, he's got balls.
Right.
Like, those guys shoot bigger loads.
Yeah.
Like BMX jumpers, and they jump 3 times in the air and then land on the bike.
Yeah.
Maybe they have the biggest loads.
Also, guys who like fake put a sign on their car when they don't pay a meter, like meter's broken, and they just put that on their car and fucking still park there. Those dudes bust some loads, bro. I think there's other things too.
Like pickpockets?
Oh, people that wear turtlenecks do not come very much or far.
No. What is it about wanting to keep your neck warm? It's not very manly.
It's just a bitch move, I think. It's just the most French thing too. And I don't care about the French, dude.
Humans?
Yeah, just people that are just smoking their own dicks out there who have no real like, you know what I'm saying? Like I've met some people who, yeah, they're breathing, but that's it, really.
Yeah, this idea that we're all created equals. You've never met anybody that's a genius if you say that. I've met some people that I'm like, I talk to them, I go, oh, I'm like a monkey compared to you. You know?
Dude, I talked to your buddy Eddie Bravo, and that guy is a real...
He's out there.
He's like a deaf like a deaf Jack Russell almost, you know?
A deaf Jack Russell?
Yeah, because once he gets going, you can't.
Oh, Jack Russell Terrier?
Yeah. You ever been around one of those dogs? You open the car, and then the next thing you know, they're at the. Yeah. They're like sick. Yeah.
But how's he deaf?
Because you can't get him back. Like once he goes, you can't. You know what I'm saying? You can't get him back in the car. Like you're sitting there honking the horn. You can't. That guy's out there. You know what I'm talking about?
I do know what you're talking about, but I've never heard anybody make a description like that. A deaf Jack Russell Terrier. That is hilarious.
He's extravagant, dude.
Yeah. Do you think you see yourself ever going to church again?
Yeah, I would think so. I think
Yeah.
church is kind of evolving over our time and stuff like that. And
would you go to Justin Bieber's preacher?
Carl Lentz?
You know who he is?
Yeah.
Whoa.
He texted me actually.
Whoa. He's trying to groom you. Trying to pull you in.
Is he a dark arts?
How low do you wear your shorts?
Huh? Oh, I saw you guys making fun of his root.
Dick Root.
Yeah, that was a little wild, huh?
So you know him? So you a nice
I've never
guy?
met him.
No, you just text each other back and forth.
Yeah, we communicate sometimes. Yeah, that's that root.
Hashtag Dick Root. Handsome fella.
And he,
looks good.
yeah, they're both pretty
Camo
attractive,
too.
I think.
He's got camo
But
shorts.
they,
Those camo shorts? Yeah.
But I've never met him. But I would go
you just
to
text each other.
Yeah.
Does he try to meet you and you're like, not tonight, bro?
No.
Keep coming.
You think he's homoerotic?
No.
Oh.
No.
I mean,
that's a weird way of putting it.
Oh.
I think you're homoerotic.
What? Bro, you're way gayer than me, bro. You always, every time I'm here, you talk about jerking off the magical hat
that
we
the
almost
problem?
wore. What about
Is that
that?
the problem? Is like you came in here with like gay expectations?
No, I got nothing, dude.
Would you ever date your mom?
Oh, definitely not. First of all, she's older than me.
Yeah.
Second of all, she's my mom.
Well,
Why? I'm your mom and you're my son, and I am falling in love with him. He said, "Are you really?" I said, "Yes, I am." He said, "You know what? I was scared to let you know too. I am too."
We're both consenting adults. If it comes down to it, you know, it's just like the gays. They're you know, as long as they're over 18, everything's fine.
you know what I mean?
The U.S. wants to jail them for 18 months. Well, that'll fix it.
They got arrested. They actually got arrested.
Oh, well, they should definitely arrest him. Who gives a fuck if you want to fuck your mom?
That's our point.
True.
Who cares?
I don't care.
I don't care
I don't
either.
care at
I
all.
don't care. But I think it's that he wants to marry his mom. There comes the
God. Who
legality.
gives a shit?
Yeah.
She's got a tattoo on her face.
Yeah.
I say go for it.
Look, once you have a baby too, your tits get mushy. That's it. That's just it's nature. So what should I do? Should I hoist them up? Should I have them reduced?
Don't talk about it, first of all.
Yeah.
Keep that shit to yourself, or no women are going to have kids, and our population's going to die off.
So Cinnabons you buy at the grocery
Yeah, they
store.
pop open.
Pop open.
right.
Sure.
I love
bread
those.
comes out.
Those are good.
Those are so good.
By the
Speaking
way,
of good, look how thin you are.
Thank you,
healthy
buddy.
bastard.
I've
Look at you.
been working at it.
Thinner than Bert still, I think.
Oh, your Bert went right back.
Did you see how, I mean, like, we had, I want to show you this. This is like, people would call in or like send in videos saying Bert is fat in different languages.
Oh my gosh.
no, I
it
didn't see
was
that.
amazing.
Why is Bert Chrysler so fat?
Herbert Rauer.
Kurwa, dlaczego Bert Chrysler jest taki gruby?
Bert Kreischer, you are a fat cunt. You're a fatter cunt than Tom Segura, mate.
And then this was my
International's
favorite
the
thing.
best.
This was amazing. People that listen to the podcast that teach English as a second language would use the whole fat battle to teach English abroad in different countries. So this is in India, in Japan.
He's fat.
You have a
Oh my God.
problem. You have a
It's in India.
Art Chrysler. Art Chrysler. And you are fatter than Tom.
Oh my God.
Doesn't go to the gym.
I know.
Oh, she's got cum in a bowl?
It's a friend.
It's a friend,
She's like, I'm
yeah.
not in a relationship. A friend did this for me.
a friend.
What a nice
Yeah.
guy.
Well, listen, I would say, honey, I'll come in the bowl for you, but honestly, the best way is to just suck it out. That way you get it all. I mean, just for your sake. You know what I mean? You
I
don't
know.
wanna-
I have a feeling a lot of guys feel that way
Let me
too.
watch this.
Yeah, I know.
This isn't porn. I'm not into watching people eat cum.
I know.
It's weird because outside of porn, it's disgusting.
I think
But
in porn, by the way, when it's like 8 dudes in a glass, that is fucking gnarly
Oh, those are my
Wow.
favorite. I have those.
You like
bookmarked.
those?
No. I have them all bookmarked. Oh, there's not enough guys. Only 8 guys. She's hungry. Feed her.
And it's so like you can tell the real savages in porn who are just like at the Cleveland Improv once. Like I was grinding through a rough set, and this guy in the third row goes, he goes, "This guy's terrible, man." Like that, like fully loud, like this guy's terrible. And I was like, "What's up, man?" And then some lady in the back goes, "Your mama should have swallowed that nut." Like
God
meaning
damn.
like
This is in Cleveland?
yeah, at the Cleveland Improv.
Wow.
And I was like, damn.
Yeah.
I go, your dad should have stuck around to raise you. And then, and then like I got out of there pretty quick. But where are you most excited about to go on this tour?
I like Texas. Well, I mean,
Okay.
I like going places where it's fun.
Yeah.
There's something about Connecticut that's just bleak.
Yeah.
There's like a lack of opportunity. There's just something bleak about it. It's almost like an illegitimate state. It's like a highway between Boston and New York. That's really what it is. And it always feels like that when you're there. It just feels weird. Like there's a like almost like there's a sadness that permeates the show. Even when they laugh, like,
Yeah.
went out to a restaurant. They had a water menu. It depends on how high I am.
Yeah.
If I was really high, I'd be like, "What's going on?" Man?
Yeah.
But if I was sober, I'd be like, "Fuck you, I'm leaving."
Of course.
But if you're really high, you might be like, bring one of everything. Like, let me try all this shit.
Try your water, man.
Yeah.
Fort Lauderdale, the Hollywood Improv.
Yeah.
I always had a good time there.
The Seminole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
That was for me. I mean, that's when I was like coming up, whatever. Yeah, that was harder.
It
you
was
see like the
chaotic.
Bluetooth. Everyone with the Bluetooth.
Oh,
in.
those Bluetooth
Talk-
earpieces. Remember those
Say
goddamn
what?
things?
You're like, who are you talking to? I'm on the phone. Yeah. Sorry.
And they don't
Remember
talk
those things?
Yeah, of
during
course.
your set. They
Those
go
things
full-
stopped. They ended.
Yeah, thank God.
Isn't that weird?
Do you know of Ryan Sickler's story about that?
No.
So he had he needed a tape for something. And so Ryan Sickler is one of my good friends, very funny comic. Set up, and you know what it's like when you're taping a set for something. You want everything to come together.
Right.
So he sets up a camera in the back of the Hollywood Improv and records his own set. And he's up there having a great set, killing, leaves stage like, I got my set to submit to whatever thing he's sending it in for, a comedy set or something. So he's just happy. He gets back to review it, and a guy sitting next to the camera, the tripod with the camera, as Ryan gets on stage, is like, "Hello, huh? Comedy club, comedy. I'm at a comedy club." And throughout Ryan's set, you just hear the guy on his phone call keep saying over and over, comedy club. I'm at a comedy club.
I mean, you've said this before, is that you'd prefer hungry tits over big fakers any day.
Hungry
little ones, yeah, that need to be fed, yeah. I would rather give spoonfuls of just pasta to those hungry tits than I don't like big fakers.
So do you think
Very
that
Eastern
it's
European.
also like part of the reason why she accepted this position in life in the first place? It's like there's like a pragmatism, like a cold pragmatism, like this is a good move.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, she was a hot chick, right? She's like a
Yeah, for
model.
sure.
So that's what you got to do. It's, you
Isn't
can't
there,
model
like,
forever.
Pictures of her in a lesbian sort of photo shoot type thing.
I know there's some
nudie
nude
pics
modeling. Yeah,
everywhere.
she did some nude modeling.
You're a good-looking lady, you know.
Very, very
There's
pretty.
nudie pics of our first lady. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
It'd be crazy if there was like butthole pics, you know, if she like did spread them shots.
Yeah, with like a string of spit leading to her fingers.
And we're back to your mom's house. All right.
Cleveland seems to have made a comeback though.
Cleveland's doing, and I, you know,
The Improv?
I've had great shows in that city that I but that club, Cleveland Improv, I definitely had some fucking really bad, crazy shows. I mean, there was a guy arrested during the show who he sent back because it says 1 pound of chicken wings, and he goes, "That wasn't a pound," and they were like, "That's what it is, man." He's like, "Take me to the kitchen and weigh them because I know that's not a pound."
Oh my god!
And they have by the way, this is one of the clubs that there's a permanent police officer stationed in the lobby, and so they were like, "No," and he's like, "Well, I'm not paying for it," so they just get the cop, and they go, "Hey, here's the deal." And the cop goes, "Look," thinking like look, man, you're either paying for them or I'm taking you to jail. And the guy just goes, "There you go. Go ahead." So they arrest him.
Wow.
Over an order of chicken wings. He didn't want to pay for it.
Wow.
Because it's not a pound. That was
Dude.
the Cleveland Improv.
You've had merch stolen off your table.
I had merch stolen at the Cleveland Improv.
Who stole your merch?
These people, like, they were like, we want a picture. And they, like, totally distracted me. And then when I looked down, I was, like, doing my own thing then. Like, you know, I have 20 of these. There's, like, 5 gone. Like, they just set me up for a picture, and then I turned back, and they were gone. Like,
wow.
CDs.
Did you know who the people were? Did you see them leave? Did you go after them?
I mean, it's like I turned, and I was like, hey, and I'm telling, like, the security guy, like, they just stole it. He was like, yeah, it sucks, man. You know, like it wasn't like we're going to pursue this, you know.
No.
It is what it is.
Yeah, it is,
baby.
man. People steal shit. There was a New York Knick, I forget his name, and they were interviewing him about, you know, these NBA contracts are bananas. And it's fully guaranteed. It's one of the leagues that has fully guaranteed money. So not like the NFL where it's like you have this much guaranteed, the rest of that, you're not getting that shit. So NBA, whatever, you know, there's salary caps, and he played out one of his contracts, and they're like, we want to keep you, but we can't give you like top end money. So you're going to get $9 million for next year. And then his first interview with the press, he was like, I mean, you know, it's going to be tough, but I'll see what, you know, I'll try to make it happen. And they're like, are you going to be tough to survive on that? And he was like, pretty much, yeah. Like, I mean, I have a family. You got $9 million, man.
Everybody I know that loves their act is terrible. Everybody that tells me, "Oh, my new stuff's amazing. I love it." Like, ugh, get away from me.
Yeah, it's gross. I remember we did a show one time where that guy was like, he goes like, "Don't you love going back and watching?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some guys like, don't you love watching yourself? I'm like,
he was terrible.
no.
He was terrible.
There you go. It's always the case.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's always the case, and they're always like big self promoters too. Right?
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
Letterman hated himself. I read some book about him years ago, and every episode he would go home and just put on the hair shirt and flog himself. Like, that was the worst episode ever. And in my estimation, he's the best. I love Letterman so much, but he hated
That's
himself.
why he's the best, though.
Yeah.
Is because he had these high standards. He wasn't just half-assing it.
Yeah, it's true. I remember a guy one time asked me to get him a guest spot in like I went to a city, and he was like, I knew him, I met him before, so I talked to the manager of the club, and I was like, can I get this guy a guest spot? And she was like, are you vouching for him? And I was like,
no.
Yeah. So he goes, okay. So he goes up there, just eats such a big bag of shit. So then the club manager was like, what the fuck was that? And I go, well, I don't know. So there's a second show, and I go, dude, that was like, he was like, I know. He goes, I'll do a totally different set on the second show, totally different set, and I'll make up for it. And I go, okay. So I go, let's just let him, he'll do a totally different set. That was just a set.
Oh, no.
And then not only does he do the same set, he does verbatim, like from the same opening. And so she's looking at me like, what's going on? And I'm like, and I see him, I go, you did the same exact thing. And he was like, yeah.
It's Kim and
she
Kanye.
is kind of, even though
It's all about her.
there's a real mother, like Chris, Kim is like the matriarch of the.
Did you guys cover her fake ass?
No.
The fake ass photos from Mexico?
No, but I think I saw some of those.
Oh, well, here's the deal. They always hire their own paparazzi, and the paparazzi pretends to just casually catch them taking pictures. But in Mexico, there was real paparazzi waiting along with their fake paparazzi. So their fake paparazzi takes the photos, and then they edit them. And they smooth out all the cellulite and all the
Because
bullshit.
who doesn't have it? I mean,
Yeah, I mean, it's normal human part of human, especially if you have a big fat ass like that.
It's made of fat.
But it's a fake fat ass, and it's super obvious in the new pictures. Look at this.
Really?
Yeah.
Get your life cut, Kim.
That's the real one. Like, look at the ones on the left. Like, where in life would you have? That's a tumor.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
It's a full diaper.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a full diaper and a
It
tumor.
totally is, yeah.
I mean, her legs are so scrawny, and then she has this giant,
It's enormous.
fake butt. So what they would do with Photoshop is stretch out the thigh to meet the ass, so it doesn't look so fucking
So
gross.
is this like a
that's
doctored one? Yeah.
doctored.
Yeah.
See the difference?
Yeah.
The doctored ones,
Yeah.
they make it look less preposterous.
Right.
But the real one, it just looks like cheese.
That's hilarious.
Gross. It's
Well,
like
of course.
It's just a like that. What the fuck is that? What is that? What are you doing to your ass? It's so
crazy.
gross.
We started to look for dads that get excited about things, like that we consider him in that category. And like, so like there's, what foamers are?
No.
Foamers are people that get like,
It's not dirty.
really into trains. and they like will wait at train stations for trains to drive by, and they fucking get really excited.
Over choo-choos.
Why do they call them
We are at
foamers? Oh, no.
Raparius,
idea.
New York, once again on the SNC. Yeah, some train coming here southbound North Creek.
They get really into it, man.
Boy, I don't want to hear that.
Wow, that's cool. Awesome. Well, that sounds. What?
What?
Oh my gosh. Oh my God, it sounds like an Alco. Oh, a 1943 S2. Oh! Heritage equipment on the SNC. Wow! Wow! Look at that. She's a beauty. Oh, it's a BL2. Oh, man. Yeah. SNC, Heritage all the way. Wow!
So these guys just will wait for trains like hours just for a
Foamers.
train. Yeah,
He's so excited about that train.
Right?
so excited.
But don't you kind of envy this guy's ability
No.
to get super stoked on something
No.
so dumb?
No, that guy needs to find pussy.
Yeah, pussy's so
If he
much
did,
better.
he would just abandon all those numbers he keeps
Yeah.
rattling. It's a F45. I've also had guys that are like marginal headliners and, working comics just show up. Just show up at my show and ask to do a guest set at like the Chicago Theater.
That's crazy.
And I'm not kidding. Yeah. 3,700 people.
Yeah.
Hey, I'd like to do a guest set. Hey, I'd like you to go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Are you
What do
crazy?
you tell them? What do you
I say
tell-
no. I go, dude, this is all set up.
Yeah.
Like this guy's gonna do 20. Ian's gonna do 20. Tony Hinchcliffe's gonna do 20, and then I'm doing an hour and 10. Like this is what it is.
This is it,
This is
yeah.
the show. Like
Yeah.
there's no room for your guest set.
Yeah.
I'll just do like 7 minutes. No, you're not doing anything. Like, I don't even know what you're doing.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of. What if you go up on stage and you start doing my subjects?
Yeah.
Like get the fuck out of here.
I just got an email
a
about
theater, too.
about one for a theater show where
Ay,
they were
ay,
like,
ay.
But here's the thing: would you ever do that?
never,
No.
never.
That's the
Never.
thing. Like, imagine showing up at there's
Negative.
if you were a musician, there's a band playing. Like, hey man, I'd just like to go home and do a song with you
Yeah.
guys. Like, what?
What the fuck
You
out
out
of
of your
here? I know.
fucking mind?
Well, the crazy thing about this email too, because I've had this a few times, is it's an email saying, "Hey, you're coming to this city. I'd love to do a set. Not only do you not know who I am, I will provide no link to anything so that you could check out. Like in other words, it's just sight unseen. You don't know anything about me. Can I be on your show?" And you're
Or
like, no.
and can I do like 20 minutes?
yeah,
Oh, that's the
best part.
best.
Like,
That's the
motherfucker, I
best.
don't even know you.
yeah, no.
I thought maybe like 5.
I had a guy show up in Atlanta and he wanted to do a half hour.
Hell no.
That's what he
said that?
Yeah, he said you want to do a half
Crazy.
hour. He goes, I want to do a guest set. He goes, I'm only talking like 30 minutes, not like an hour.
I remember
man.
one
What are you
time.
talking
You know
about?
Dan
At least
Godfrey?
they got to hustle though,
I love Dan Godfrey. He used to run the Brea
Yeah.
Improv, and now he like oversees, I think, all the improvs.
Yeah.
And one time I was in Brea, and I want to say I was middling. This is like probably like 06 or something, and I was middling, and the MC was like, turned to him, was like, I'll do 20. And then Dan goes, "You'll do 10, and you won't do a minute more." Like just straight up, because the guy was like announcing how much time he was going to do from the MC spot.
Get out.
on the
20?
Yeah, he was like, "I'll do 20, and then how much do you do?" And he's like, "You'll do 10, and not a second more." like
Jennifer Lopez has a legit Latina app.